there is this concern from some of our European allies of what the United States would look like if we had a second Donald Trump term. However, they're so worried about us. Shouldn't we be so worried about them? Just this past weekend, there was a whole host of elections in Europe, and the far right had a big sweep.
I mean, they should be worried about us. We're worried about us too, right? We live here. We're worried. The one thing you can say about Europe is they have these coalition governments. So they don't quite, their president doesn't have the same kind of power. They have multiple parties. You know, many parties can be in power, or percentages of them can be in power. So I don't think it's quite the same as what happens here in the States when a president really, a party really comes into power. But certainly they're worried, and we are all very worried. I mean, look, you have one party that no longer believes in the fundamentals of democracy. You have a guy who's running as an autocrat. That's really scary. And look, one of his favorite things to talk about is ending NATO.
Max is giving you the face of, I have something to say about this.
That's just the face I give her all the time.
That's true.
Okay, our European allies are looking at the same polls we are, and they see how well Trump is doing. How does President Biden reassure them, reassure our allies, reassure Ukraine, hey, we got your back?
Well, I think, first of all, he should point to the fact that he's beaten him once before.
There you go.
Right? I think he should point to the fact that since 2016, most of the time when Trump's agenda is on the ballot, the vast majority of the time, it's lost. Now, there is, of course, one audience in which Trump has a resounding popularity, and that is amongst Republican primary voters. Mm-hmm. That's mostly irrelevant when it comes to a general election. And look, the Biden campaign is pointing to one fact. And that is that as Election Day gets closer, or election month, and people begin to wake up to the true stakes of this election and to Trump's real craziness and the craziness of MAGA extremism, they are shifting to Biden in a really dramatic way.